pace, everyone. Really hope we can finish it today. But I mean, it should be possible. We only have to beat, we only have to get over to America and then beat the Soviets. Let me just quickly make a sound check. Let me just quickly make. Yep, sounds good. Enable V4. Music. So, I think I have everything set up that I wanted to. Right, quick recap. We have just secured all of Europe. We will have to start a navy for the UK, so I guess we might as well do this. Build a little Atlantic wall. And might as well do naval effort now. Hey, Hero Play, how are you doing? And apart from... Wait. Ew, we still have non-mountaineer divisions. But I guess it's too late to change those now. I am thinking we're just gonna dump... we could free Japan quickly with a couple of these. There we go, I'm just gonna dump 20 on there. Just because this is just one guy, as always, defending Japan. And then, I think I'm gonna wait until these guys are trained. In the meantime... Don't think we really need to worry about a fleet submarine. And actually, we don't have steel. How does one conserve mental sanity while doing this? Just don't have one at all. There we go. 1940 cruiser that only costs us 2 steel. Oh, medium battery. There we go. Just keep this thing as cheap as possible. And I'm happy with that. Boop. Boop. You go up. I don't care about the convoys. Actually, I care a little bit about convoys. And then let's create a second cruiser line. If we had more steel, I would actually annoy the British a little bit, but we cannot afford it. Okay, this one also has to go up, this one has to go up. Yeah, the trucks are the least important thing right now in terms of steel. Yep, that's fine by me. Okay, so we're just gonna wait a little bit until these guys have trained completely, and then we're just gonna get all of the cool resources from Africa. Actually, Katanga has 60 steel. That's like... And South Africa also has 60 steel. Okay, so... I guess there's at least a little bit of point to pushing down here. Alternatively, I can ask the Soviets... I cannot! What the fuck? I guess because we control all of India. In that case, I do have to push from Iran, from the east of Iran. I wanted to push from Iraq, but if we do that, we're not gonna keep... we're not gonna get the control of all of Africa. I do not use paratroopers unless it is... oh, actually, we can still finish here. We're gonna cap Portugal. Unless you kind of have to, like with Luxembourg, you can, or nowadays you can do it. But previously, before they added 2 provinces to Luxembourg, you pretty much had to use paratroopers. Like, yeah, sure, you can also do it without, but, you know. Like, that's one of the only exceptions. Because paratroopers are just so cheesy. Especially when you get the paratrooper check. What is it? The Special Forces doctrine for them. YouTube does not like Democratic Luxembourg. There we go. Just give me those 16, or rather those. We're gonna train these. You can stop training. We are gonna send it, and you guys just go here. There we go. Hey, Captain. How we doing? Only a couple more hours. Okay, cleaned up over here, and I'm immediately gonna dump these over here. Thank you, Stalin. Or I guess, Jose Antonio Garcia. For not guarding your ports after being capitulated. No chat experience for you anymore, wow. I guess you can farm Twitch points now. Fanboy points. Now this little thing in Turkey, this little enclave in Turkey, we've had for a while, but we are losing Italy. And Italian Greece. Yeah, I've heard it from a couple of people that YouTube delays messages every now and then. I don't think... Actually, I might have spam bot protection on, but that's only for like caps lock and such. Or, I guess, very problematic messages, to put it that way. Wow, how useless. SPGs, I think... Oh god, we have to hurry now. The Soviets are starting to push. SPGs, at some point, I think after... after... No Step Back were really good. But nowadays, just run motorized. Don't even bother. Or, I guess, Special Forces. Special Forces are just so dumb. Okay, we don't have that many naval bombers. We also don't have that much aluminum. Granted, I could trade for the Soviets for aluminum. Fuck it! Let's go. Actually, I don't even have the oil. Surely Iran has a lot of oil? Still? They didn't move this away to Britain or something? Okay, yeah. I don't know how this interacts. I think with Mexico, at some point it was, even if you capture this stuff, Britain and the US still kept the oil. But I think they fixed the stuff by now. Okay, the army is almost ready. This is not Kurdistan, this is the Republic of Mahabad. Definitely different. Twitch doesn't have ads for the next hour. But after that, you know, like once you get, what is it, verified Twitch, not partner, affiliate, to get like emotes and stuff, Twitch will automatically run ads. Like, you cannot disable this unless you run ads manually, and then the ads will be disabled for a while, but, you know, you can only disable it for up to an hour, so. In an hour I could run ads again, but you have to run a minute of ads for 20 minutes of not ads. It's... don't like it. Okay, this is this guy. Yep. Right, you go on this guy then. You take you. You all go here. You go here. And... yeah, I'm gonna add all of these. 45 divisions. Okay, this could... we might actually have to push into here. I'm not sure if we get to keep Kerman. Well, I guess we'll find out. I also should have built airbase. And I guess over here we can build radar if there's... ooh, the Soviets have radar! Wow! Wowie! Wowie zowie. Kinda wish I could build dockyards somewhere though. I guess I know the deal anyway. Okay, 1,000 cars only. Okay, just gonna get a bunch of oil from the Soviets for a little while. And I did check earlier a little bit. The only ones that still have planes are the UK with their 40k planes. The US is pretty much out of planes. So we only have to defeat the UK planes and then the Soviet planes afterwards. And they have a lot of yaks. These are not gonna... actually, they have the MiG Design Bureau, that's cheating. And they have the Fokker. Well, I guess we're no longer that historical. I wouldn't ever build cheap fighters unless, you know, oh god, Yep, now we have to hurry. Unless you are... Like, even as a miner, I wouldn't build those. And we did not steal or conscript a single Chinese child. They all willingly learned Bhutanese. Okay, we gotta hurry up now. We have to be the first ones in the style. Oh. Alternatively, maybe Saudi Arabia does not join the Allies. In that case, that could also work. We can get them into the Ethiopian faction, and then we get control of the territory. That's a small front for 45 mountaineers. Also, how am I... Okay, these guys are done. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could build them for interception missions. Hey, I guess technically one thing you can do is you can build them for interception missions or, you know, very cheap defense for Japan, where I know the Allies aren't gonna contest. Oh, right. Thought they added an island, but no. That's just the little island there. Yeah, just for stuff that you don't really care about. No! Out of range! We are out of range. I've played Equestrian War before. Did not do well. Ah, fuck! Okay, Iran. Maybe Iran caps to us? Ooh, actually there is a chance. Actually, there we go. All of these can now go here. Ooh! Ooh, you guys are all stuck on an island. That must suck. Okay, I'm just gonna wait, get them full orc, and then we can push over there. An Equestrian War mod that adds Hitler. I hope they like, I hope you're talking about real life Hitler and not just Hitlerlini or something. Because that would be hilarious. There we go. We'll see if I remember to puppet Kurdistan. Guess you can remind me in 4 hours when we're there. I suppose it is Hearts of Iron. What did I expect? Ah, shit. It did flip to the Soviets. Please don't join the Allies. Bro, Stalin! How can you be so handsome and yet so incompetent? Where are my divisions? Okay, they're just chilling. That's fine. Right, drop these down here and train them. One thing, I guess, yeah, might as well start this as well. Drop you here, train everyone. These are the King's Guard. I'm not allowed to move them at all. Because if this tile falls, we fall. The entire empire crumbles. Every single Bhutanese speaking Chinese soldier will defect. Okay, let's take a look. You know what? You know what? God. That's the nice thing about people usually not using this channel reward, because I forget that it exists. And a little bit of PTSD crawled up there. There we go. I am just gonna hope these don't die. I guess they also need to be supplied. Ah well, that's not my problem. But I will make a save because there's a decent chance that they will all be intercepted. No, Ethiopia! Worst thing about Kuwait is being a one-state puppet, so you can't leave via civil war. The worst part of being Kuwait is you are part of the British Empire. Don't really care about being a puppet in that regard. Or a one-state puppet. Well, Stalin is handsome. Look at his mustache. I can't grow that. Okay, it is time for the African front. There we go. Have fun. I'll check in again in 3 years with you guys. Oh, but we are just gonna quickly clean up this. Yep, we are using field hospitals. Just because, mostly because of the experience loss that you get there and the bonus HP. But also, you know, earlier because we needed manpower. Getting 2.5 million losses with Kuwait without, with Bhutan. Like, that was all of the Indian manpower that we sacrificed there. Okay, how many are we? Where are you, boys? Okay. Currently going along the coast of South Africa and not been intercepted yet. Yep, We lost stability, but can't do anything about it. That is just because of a lack of war support. We can click this button, but it doesn't do anything because this gives us weekly base stability, and we have base stability 100%. I haven't played U4, but I've bought it now and waiting for U5 to come out. I did turn off the day and night. Nice. What? Huh. I did have it turned off at some point. Maybe it was John Paradox enabling it again after the last crash. Okay, you guys are not doing anything. Norbu Shakaba. You can go here. Actually, I know we can do this, but can we? Right, we can unassign him like this. Is there a shortcut for this? I suppose not. The thing with field hospitals is there's like this bell curve where early on you're like, oh, they're so cool, I lose fewer men, and then you're like, okay, but they don't do anything. I have manpower. And then at some point, you know, you come out on the other end of the bell curve where you're like, okay, yeah, you also lose less equipment, you have more HP. And, yeah, the experience loss just means, you know, if you can stay on regular or even veterans longer, you just get another 25% combat bonus for each level. Like, that's just insane. Okay. I have all the tech that I want and need, and all the tech that I don't want and don't need. Wait a minute. Oh no, they joined us. Oh, fuck. That's weird though. That Mauritania broke free, but they also joined, but they joined the Allies. Okay. We should still have an offensive going, but we don't have an arrow anymore, so it's just... There we go. There's no allies anymore anyway. Justification on Saudi Arabia is ready. Okay, sure. Oh, let's deal with that. And then we get Chilean. That's my ticket to the US. Yeah, I wish you could auto-research stuff. Especially here in the late game. For me, it's just, I have played the game often enough where I know by now, okay, at some point I might encounter extreme armor bricks from the AI, and then I do need all the research. I need anti-tank, even though anti-tank is absolutely useless in Hoi 4 single player. But, you know, sometimes you need it. I'm so not looking forward to the fight against the Soviets later. Okay. Back up to Portugal we go. There we go. We could grind up in Italy again. Yeah, sure. Might as well. Get a little bit more war score. Just right click on every problem, auto plan in the late game, because normally I won by that point. Yep. And that's what I'm doing right now. Battle planning the majority. Oh, not losing any cores one for Finland is one of the most annoying ones. Just because the Soviets do use naval invasions, which isn't really historical. But, you know, if you lose a single tile because of a random naval invasion, not even on a port, you lost. That was a very fun achievement. And that is one of the prime achievements where I'm like, yeah, okay, just save scum this. It's not worth it. It's so stupid. Oh, right. Radar tech. I forgot. And they all mostly survived. Looks like only this one guy got intercepted. Well, that's also an option. Just going ahistorical. Oh, fuck, I can't attack from here. Oh, Stalin! Why do you gotta be like this? No! I wanted to build a circle. All these rectangles make a circle. There we go. Well, at the end of the day, you have the achievement. Doesn't matter if it was ballsy or not. Admittedly, I can also just call the Soviets in at this point. Against Ethiopia. Or I just leave Ethiopia alive. That's also fine, because I wanted to deck on Brazil anyway. But with Brazil we have the problem that I need any territory in South America again. And most likely this will all flip to Argentina. Nah. Oh well, we'll see. Best way to play Finland is not by signing a white piece and taking Karelia, but keeping defending until Germany attacks. Yeah, if you can hold out that long. I'm not gonna switch fascist. Just gonna lose stability. There we go. From that sound, we're gonna lose stability. And we already have the very quick justifications, like we're gonna have to wait for until we breach through the Soviet Union anyway. I guess right now it would be better, but I'm just gonna abuse my backroom backstabber. Price where Argentina, if you do not join. Okay, they joined. Ah. Clicked on it earlier and it didn't work. Why? Why did France build a fucking multi-charge large caliber gun here? What for? God, I hate France. Or the AI. Okay, there we go. We've won. We can just take Brazil on. I'm gonna leave Ethiopia alive then. We would lose the Union of Red Dragons though, and I don't want to lose that. I'm gonna keep that. No! Ah, fuck it. They stole it from me. I'm not sure if this works because it's a land border. Guess we'll find out. Oh, we actually lost. Oh, we actually lost a mountaineer somewhere. So they were intercepted. I'm gonna save for this. It's fine. They want to missile strike Bhutanese hospitals in Africa. Sure. Yeah, the flags of Bhutan are very nice. One thing I did see the other day, and it is a genuine war crime. I was playing around with console a little bit, and I got a democratic Ottoman Empire. With this flag! Somebody was paid for this! Yeah, but everybody plays the Thunder Dragon Empire, that's lame. The Union of Red Dragons is much cooler. What? 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 How did Ethiopia cap? Okay, maybe the Soviets did join here. But I feel like I had it on screen and nothing was happening the entire time. Maybe I was just distracted from the glorious Ottoman Federation flag. Stalin, you did jack shit in this war. Please piss off. Stalin, I have more points than you. Thank you. And we will get our first navy. Thai screening ships. But not Taiwanese screening ships, just Thai. They're not gonna be good ships. I don't even need to check. Wait, those are mine? I think that's the Thai screening ships. Oh, and that's our China ships. Well, it is a screening ship. It technically functions as a screening ship. Not for long though, I guess. Okay, fair. They just ran out of materials. I guess it's not the worst ship design, but I don't think that's something that we should celebrate. Justicalist. Yeah, still only 21%. Oh, draft dodging again. No. If we just didn't have a humble appeaser, we wouldn't have this problem. Oh, I should have called. Ah! I'm an idiot! I fumbled! Is that a Bhutanese-American war? Maybe. Okay, I guess I have to do it this way. And 1958 isn't even that bad. I think with Orsa, at this point we were looking at the first invasion of Sweden. Bro, stop it. Where is my first army? Greece? Italy. Back to France you go. One time I got some ships from the AI and they were literally just one tier 1 gun and a tier 1 engine that was... Hey, depending on what kind of ship, if that was a destroyer, that's all you need. I'd personally still put more speed on it, but as a screening ship, that's fine. If it was a capital ship, then we have to talk. Stop this attack then for a second. Probably not gonna do World Conquest of Releasable Nations. Maybe Mariana Federation. Somebody mentioned that yesterday. Frisk mentioned that yesterday. That sounds mildly interesting. And like the bigger ones like Volga, Germany and such, like Seo's already done that at that point. Can't really provide that much more useful info on that. Interesting trivia. How does my... Hang on. Where are my jets? There we go. We have 1,600 jets. Where are the jets? World Conquest is relatively secret nations, like, for example... I guess we can drop the cast here and the fighters here. Nations that only exist when something happens. Vichy France? I'd rather not. Ah, they also don't have enough range. Okay, we gotta wait until we have enough planes done. World Conquest is Iraq. Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about Iraq in Hearts of Iron 4. Don't even know where it is. I think for that one... Yeah, for that one achievement stream that we did, I went with this path. I got Syria from France, and then a year later, France stole Syria again, so... I'm very much looking forward to playing Iraq again. This was super fun. Yes, I know about the Confederacy of America. Or I guess you mean the that one indigenous American thing that you can also get. Wait then. Wait, I have already trained a couple of planes over here. We can use those. Boop, you guys go here. And then let's build a couple of air bases so we can train other planes later, and then we're going to train these planes. Yeah, I know about the Easter Islands, but that's also... Zero has done this before. But are you ever going to get there? Where's my plane? There they are. Chaos is the name of the American Democratic Rebels when you go communist and the Democratic Rebels and the constitutional states. Yeah, okay. That's the other thing. Like, yes. Seen this often enough in Hearts of Iron 4 A to C. One more airport. And then we can finally play the game. Okay, how's Africa looking? Yeah, that just needs to flip, and then we have the supply here. Actually, the best thing would be we take all of the problematic stuff. Oh, the Soviets need manpower. Well, I asked you for a state earlier. You didn't provide. So suck on your own people. Well, I guess I can also... Yeah, we're just gonna go for Bolivia. It is. Yeah. This is one thing that, especially in these scenarios, I kind of wish you could build resources, refineries, even if they're not super efficient. Just being able to get aluminum from somewhere, or steel, would just be neat. Yeah, I don't think there's that many women and children left for the armies. Especially because he probably has like 2 million, 1.8 million people? 1.6 in the Air Force. How is this possible? Whenever I try to take anything with any country, the Allies just guarantee everything and then declare me and send 20 million troops. Well, very simple. I've killed those 20 million troops 5 times over. Just simple maths. As for the guarantees, so long as it's below 25% world tension and you've generated less than 10%, I believe it was, the Allies are not gonna guarantee anyone, so you can just play around that. Oh fuck, that's the wrong one. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that they had a different name if you go communist as opposed to fascist. Bro, come on, just right click. Also, this is a Portuguese core now. We did have it earlier. We did have Angola earlier. After capping Portugal. Useless bit of stream trivia, I suppose. The Bulgarian... Ah! Okay. You are still alive. I thought Romania just claimed the Bulgarian Patriarchate. We have done a world conquest as some rebels before. I guess that's close enough. Oh, there's not even anyone here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. And there goes the Congo. At least they can't become a major now. The unaligned states could also be interesting. But I can't play Iron Man mode. No. I love Iron Man mode. The way that the game just lags every 5 seconds. Because it has to autosave. Also, of the Graveyard of Empires is this new nation in the Indian subcontinent. Because when India goes down its focus tree, and it's called Partisans. Liberalism. South Africa is so cooked. 3 to 8 divisions, that's all they have left. No, stop it! Ethiopia's dead, you can stop releasing nations. Aww. Well, at least they can't become majors. Actually, I guess that's still the best outcome. Because if we had to fight them... You know, now they are in the Comintern, I don't have to justify them anymore. But if they were to release... if they would stay with France, then there is a chance that Stalin just releases them without adding them to the Comintern. So, yay, thank you, I guess. Yes, I'm gonna allow that, but I guess, can you release yourself as the unaligned states after the Civil War? I don't think you can. You can, but the Confederacy has to win. But... Okay, with... So if you become the Confederacy with the Fascist Civil War and then you win, you can then release the unaligned... But I mean, at that point you should also be able to do it as the communist states. Okay, if the communist wins... Okay, so you mean if you do the Civil War as the communists and then the fascists win the Civil War, then the unaligned states survive. But at that point you can't be the fascists. Go with that port. The rest up here should also just fall very easily. Fuck, where did I should have read where I built them. Okay, I guess here. In Japan. But if you lose the... Do they not annex you? If you lose to the Confederacy? I wouldn't know, I've never lost. Boop. Aw, stop! So many more nations. Okay, Bolivia. 18 days. Ah, okay, you release yourself as Mexico. Okay. Now it makes sense. Stalin, I'm still not gonna give you my men. I don't have any men. Actually, where's China? That's the only thing that we should put on Civ oversight at this point. Yeah, sure, might as well do Japan. And Vietnam. Oh, also is it 36%. Do this at 24 the hour before the nation surrenders and you release yourself as puppet. The AI won't be quick enough to call you into the war before they die. Do you even have to release yourself as a puppet there? I mean, you can also just release yourself as free. As independent Mexico. Bro, who's overstacking my airport? Aww. Then conquer the US and unaligned states, and then when both are annexed into you, you release yourself as unaligned states of America. This is... Do you get to keep the American focus tree then? Oh well, do you get it back? Because they are not the American tag. But if... I know sometimes when there's when the only tag left... When the only nation of an original tag is left, then they get the focus tree. Like with Civil Wars this happens usually. But I don't know if that also happens with releasing yourself. Okay, no. Well, that's neat then, I guess. That you can do that. Bro. Still, nobody has taken this tile. Around El Alamein. There goes Bolivia. Broskis, just walk around the Peronese, please. Yeah, I don't know why they got the Mikali stuff. You lads off here. Off to Normandy again. Defend D-Day number 3. This music is Fire Emblem. No, that's the riddle from Final Fantasy 16. Whoops, killed it. There we go. No, Burkina Faso. Togo is honestly just exploding right now. What do you mean? It's only been 20 years. This is chill. Like, between it being 1959 and playing Bhutan is the thing that you should be upset about, not that it's 1959. Almost back. Over here. Alright. Because of Togo. Ugh. Lost our front again. Actually, wait, what? Okay, there we go. We also have Cote d'Ivoire. Ah! Okay, now it makes more sense with the front. We also have Guinea. Yep, Bhutan also has a lot of men. Actually, wow! We started with like 590k. So, Bhutan has grown quite a bit. Okay, time for more air bases. Ooh, but they would be down to give me state. Probably not all of it, yeah. But that's good to keep in mind. Although I don't want to take up Brazil anyway. Give me these 12. We're gonna go to Lima. If you want a continuous focus to create manpower, I think Road to 56 has this. I mean, it does make sense that you can't just get more men, but, you know, influencing recruitable pop and weekly pop, or, you know, like, I guess in Hoi 4 it also doesn't matter, but growing pop would be nice. Like, it just doesn't make sense unless you play until 1959, because people that were born at the start of the campaign would now actually be able to join the army. Unless I conscript them sooner. Bro. Hoi 4, please. Oh, we also lost the front line here. There we go. Draw arrow. Still overstacking broskies. This is not how we win war. Yeah, I know that there's like Road to 56 has some stupid stuff like that. Probably not a focus, but just something. That's also the thing that I don't like. That's my main gripe with the Scandi, or I guess Nordic nations. Like, it would be fun to play Nordic Council, but you just need to annex them and form Scandi to get manpower. Otherwise, you can't really hold against the Germans or the Soviets, or both. There we go, we are getting closer to America. There we go. Attack on there. And I am just gonna stack all of these. Actually, we don't even have... There we go, that's fine. We don't even have submarines to stack. And the glorious Bhutanese admiral will be... no one! Hey! Let's go! Nice! I suppose it makes sense. I don't even think these guys know what a pond is, if I'm being real. So, why would we know what a ship is? Or have a naval air defense guy? I wish I could run this game, man. When I get out of college, my first big boy payday is going to work towards a goated PC. Honestly, the only thing you need is a decent CPU. And depending on where you're from, like with 200 bucks, 200 euro dollars, you are fine. I mean, you can't even go lower than that, but like the one that I have right now, I think was 250 euro dollars. And I mean, you can see this thing runs like it's 1936. Well, you can afford Space Marines with Luxembourg, but do you feel good about it? That's another thing. This is just so dumb. I draw a front. I draw arrow. I say these guys go, and then 2 minutes later I look and the front is gone. Nope. I want ICBMs, which requires nuclear warheads. Womp womp. I guess I should have gotten that earlier. I don't think $5 is gonna cut it for a good CPU. You can get a good chip for $5. I am from Germany. Oh, fuck off! Oh, another naval invasion pocket. Quaint. Only 107 million allies. I did not say that it was exploiting or bugs. I asked whether you feel good about it, because I do not. It's just so cheesy. Holy traits! A Chad, double agent, safe cracker, can't say it on linguist, safe, safe opener. That is something I can say on Twitch. The Reichskommissariat, I don't even mind that much. Like, it's, you know, that's cute. Like, haha. What if Germany won World War II? I guess Syria, Lebanon, and Burma, sure, they also make sense, but... Bro, why did you steal it? Germany stole Singapore again! Why the fuck do you have Singapore from me? It's the second time you took it. Also, that battle for Peru seems to be expensive. Oh, they're also not in a faction. Yeah, trading 1-to-1. Ooh, I don't want to send all these laddies. There we go. Let's send 20. They lag the game even if not on the map. Okay. That's new to me. I would have assumed... that shouldn't lag that much. Because all these tags, you know, do is they should stay in RAM. And then once they do get released, then they should process something. But until then, I guess, you know, the game takes longer to load. But it shouldn't lag the game. Granted, I don't know the code of Hearts of Iron 4. But as a programmer, it shouldn't lag the game unless they do something stupid. Hey, Stone Sword, how you doing? As a celebratory thing, Stone Sword, what we can do is I can take an olive oil shot. Just somebody needs to remind me. What is Luxembourg supposed to do to defeat Belgium and the Netherlands? Paratroopers. And there we have the problem again where this is cheesy for me. But, you know, like, that is just the reality. Yes, I did go to university and college, actually. Both at the same time. Because in Germany, oh well, to the course that I went, that was a collaboratory course between Heidelberg, the glorious university, and some other school, some other college. So I technically have two graduation, what are they called? certificates for the same for the same course. Nope, we are on the way to the US right now. And then we need to figure out a way to get to the UK. But I'm already kind of working on it. One ship at a time. Well, almost. Bro, that bomber's dead. Okay, there we go. Okay, we are just gonna stop here. I only wanted to push in here before we stop, just so we have separated Lima and the rest of Peru. Then I'm gonna wait a little bit to get planning again. I didn't know that there's a difference between cosmetic tags and tags. Adaptable. Central India. Nope. I don't care. It does make sense that you would go to college WoW, but it just sounds wrong. Like, yes, it makes sense, but I'm so West German pilled. Cosmetic tags and it's the looks of nations. Well, okay, I guess they could have made a couple of cosmetic tags. Like, you can release Ukraine itself, and you could also release the Reichskommissariat Ukraine, or whatever they call it. So, I suppose they could have done it for some. But then from a programming perspective, you don't really want to do this. You know, you want to keep it simple and everything the same. So in case you need to adjust anything, you know, okay, we only need to adjust the Reichskommissariate and not, oh, okay, half of them are cosmetic tags and half of them are actual tags. True, they also don't have cores. Yeah. So I guess they can't even be cosmetic tags. I just didn't think of that just now. I've been working on a mod for a short amount of time, and I saw that some focuses have a cosmetic tag, lines of code, which are stuff like flag change, country name change, and other stuff like that. Yep. Bro, don't you dare take this from me. Soviets, please just annex it. Please annex. No! Okay, they did annex it. Ah. That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind. At least they're gone. Most cores you can get as Ukraine is by playing monarchist Germany. That's just sad. Although that's not the only instance of something weird like that. What the? Why did... So was it from the naval invasion? Although, the thing there is, if they added to Ukraine, to Central Powers Ukraine, they could have also just added it to normal Ukraine. I'm fine with them adding haha hee calls as a secret decision and such, but, you know. At that point, what makes Central Powers Ukraine different from normal Ukraine? Okay, you know what? At some point, we're just gonna do this. You know what? How the fuck do I do this on OBS? Is that a media as well? It shouldn't be display capture. Window capture. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's only 1936. You can stop complaining about it. It is actually nice. Like, how... After we got the Chinese manpower, the Comintern lost like 5 million men, and we dealt like 40 million losses to the allies. It's a German thing to do. The worst thing is, as I did this, I was like, oh, that would be something that German does. The only thing that is missing is... I would have had to laugh at it for like 5 minutes before I do it. I forgot that Canada is here. The German of Hoi 4 retired. I guess I could retire. How did we get manpower? I forced every Chinese person to learn Bhutanese. We made... Cavalry 1936A. We made this division and then we turned it into the copy of infantry 1938A. And then we had, I think it was 1,100 Chinese divisions, and then, you know, a second later we had all of China conscripted, and then we annexed China as a puppet. In terms of collab governments, ooh, we can send Brazil, but we do need to create a network again. So, what else can we do? Congo is relatively annoying to take, but they're already dead. Sweden. Oh, Sweden. Also gotta get a collab. Although with Sweden, sometimes it doesn't even matter. You can have a 100% collab government on Sweden and you still need to take everything. It's definitely not paradox favoritism kicking in there. Kashmir. No. Thank you. Good talk. Oh. When did I lose my coastal guards here? Oh. I unassigned everyone. Okay. I guess so it is. Avanza! Come on. Okay, division counts. Oh no! When we started this stream, it was 1.5k to 1.5k. I mean, I get it. We take out nations, we take their men, but still. Hey, and I got 1% more war participation from all of this. And I convoy raided with my navs. Yeah, but once the US is dead, the UK should run out of oil. Why are you using... Nope, you get shot. You're being an idiot, you die. Simple as that. Could have just walked. For a split second I thought, maybe I can do a couple of focuses to get war goals. Yeah, no. Not with this nation. It is too good for this. Sure. I can afford it. Could work on Norway now that I think about it. Where is this stack? Okay, yep. Don't need you down here. Oh, naval base. There we are. And we can also build a couple of air bases up here. Not gonna microplanes for it, especially because the US is out of planes. But maybe we get a little bit of help from our glorious allies. I really don't want to switch away from communism. But I should. But I don't want to. I want to keep the Union of Red Dragons. Look at them arrive!
The next label plate.
Okay, apart from this... Oh no! At least I have troops here. Also, why does Canada have this stuff? Okay, I might have to restrict the usage of those of the Twitch commands. Oh god. Did I reach cap? No. I really hope the Soviets didn't reach any caps here. Infantry equipment at 1.6, but that's fine. I don't know what's lagging the game out so much then right now. That's not Ironman compatible. And a command that sets my manpower to 0. I'm just gonna reload for a second. It shouldn't change anything. It is probably just some AI nation reaching equipment cap somewhere. Or something similar. Well, I'm not going to switch fascist. I want to keep the Union of Red Dragons. I don't want to play the Thunder Dragon Empire. That's boring. People have done this the past 14 years. Wait, when did Hoi 4 come out? Past 10 years? I think it was 2014. Past 11 years. Yeah, it's not much better. Also shouldn't be the amount of divisions. We could blame Ethiopia, I guess. Greece is just getting bigger and bigger. Maybe it's resistance, because the AI does not know how to deal with resistance at all. Okay, second. I had to hire 3 admirals before we got 1. And then... yeah, let's just be sensible about it. Everything on naval bombers. Still don't know why Canada had those 2 tiles here. It wasn't even a port, and there was no division there. Okay. Okay, I guess we got a notification there at least. You? Sure, you're just gonna go over here. Gonna add you here. Can add you here. Nope, wrong guy. D16, they are not the ones in... okay, they're just chilling here. There we go, and then we can stack... ooh. There we go. A little bit of spring cleaning. I'm not gonna switch via a civil war. I guess it doesn't do anything because we only have 1 tile. But still. This game has to end at some point. Boop. This is our biggest, like, we need to wait for Guatemala now, and then realistically, the only, like, we're only locked out by time constraints if the Soviets do some stupid releases in the peace deal, but other than that we're fine. Well, this is not how civil wars work. When you only have 1 tile, I think you can't even take a civil war. I'm not sure if you can't take a civil war or you just flip. But yeah, we only have Bhutan. China is not a VP. What? Wait. Oh! You got puppeted. Okay. Fine. I guess Salvador... El Salvador exists. Without this being political, I do like how this Greece looks on the map. It's just a very pleasing shape. Hey, Jake. Ooh. The Soviets have stopped protecting my plane. We have those. Actually, I can just get the Chilean planes. All the Turkish nationalists in Berlin will send you death threats now. Yeah. I don't think they have to come from Berlin. They can just come from next door. No, don't take my port, please. Do not take my airport. Also, so it's piss off I built this one. Oh, actually, I can use this one. There we go. My brain is so rotten when I see this. Every single time I see this hour and then, you know, the hour losses and then the enemy losses, I always have to think of those stupid Amazon, Temu, AliExpress products that are just badly photoshopped, and then our thing, oh, is so good. No problem. And then their thing, lots of problem. Bad. Causes stains. Ours clean. Do not cause stain. I could also technically set up a naval... Wait, do I not... I have idea. We might as well build an intel network in Britain. It's not annoying to take them, but if it makes it quicker. 47%, okay. Right. And you are in progress. Okay, so we don't need you either here anymore. Nope, the Soviets are free. My brothers in arms, living alongside me. Although, not really living anymore, if I'm being honest. Hi, Melly. I did not abuse Stalin to take out Europe. I saved Stalin. Brother would have lost. Hey Jaws, bro. Jaws, yo, bro. I am busy right now. I'm not going to do that. What IRL year do I think the challenge will end? I was gonna say the stream today will probably take like 5-6 hours, but right now the game is very laggy, so it probably takes a little bit longer. Why is Colombia falling again? My mind says 1973. I'm not sure if my heart says that, but that's just a number that comes to my mind. Also, it does depend on how many people will become majors. That is the big thing. Oh, also, I forgot about Norway. I did not forget about Norway. We just lost the front line after pushing. Thank you, Paradox. Very cool. When will I finish all world conquests? 3027. Oh, that's also not fair, because by then Paradox will have added another 8 billion nations. Okay, now we have to be a little bit attentive. You and you go here. You do quiet intel. I guess in the meantime we can send all of you here anyway. Goes Guatemala. Right. Let's get in Cuba as well. You guys attack. And I think I'm just gonna let the AI take... Hey, thank you for the gifts up. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna let the AI take Colombia out. Or invade us in Central and South America. I'm not gonna defend it. Hoi 42 would be out by then. Hoi VT VR, at least. Or AI VR. Whatever new technology we have by then. Once we have Guatemala, I am gonna free El Salvador again. Would the venerable Herr Vicho date 4chan or trans girls? Asking for a friend wink. Sure. In a purely hypothetical scenario, yes. But considering 4chan, it does depend on the history of the person. Okay, we are now marching into Mexico, and as we usually know, America does not give a single shit about Mexico, and America also does not give a single shit about their manpower, because it's gone. Scraping 150 in stockpile and 60 divisions in field with their navy is almost bigger than their army right now. But they got a couple more airplanes. I've been praying for times like this. Oh, come on. Curaçao is so stupid that it exists. Okay, where are we in Norway? Bro, I fucking hate Norway. I'm not gonna go there. We talked about it yesterday. Potentially moving to Norway, but after this, nah. Or I could move to Norway and then demand Norrbotten and Västerbotten. So this doesn't happen anymore. That would make sense. That was a good one. VP from Victory Points is just a short version of Victory Place. So London is worth 50 Victory Place. If I could give out VIP on YouTube, you would get VIP for that one. Bhutan World Conquest in TNO. Does Bhutan even exist in TNO? It probably does. Fun fact, actually, I think I've not played TNO yet. I know I played one of those shitsome mods, but I don't think I've played TNO. I always want to do it for... I first want to do it for stream before I do it on my own, and then I'm like, yeah, I could also just stream something different, and... Now TNO is... I mean, I guess it's still hype, but... Should have started making TNO content like a year ago. Modern day, no. No. Unless we do some marathon stream at some point, then sure, but... It just doesn't sound fun. 5 billion new mechanics, the AI not knowing how to deal with it. New divisions that don't make sense. And then nothing happens because it is modern day. So you don't really have a proper world war. That's not so fun. I do know Otto von Biscuit makes some very successful TNO videos. Like 20-30k views for his channel having... I mean, at this point it's also grown a lot, but like he had 8k, I think, something like that. When he started making after making a couple of those. And it's like 40 minutes of lore dumps of the countries in TNO. Okay, wait. Now I have to check. Was this account created? Okay, this account was not created a second ago. Slash VIP. Yeah. I think I did not mistype. Congratulations, you have VIP. Let them through, they are a VIP. I enjoy playing TNO, but only when I have way too much time to spend reading walls of text. If I just want to chill, I play another mod. Actually, TNO should be right up my alley. Like, there we go, let me open Steam. And there we go. Like, TNO should be right up my alley, honestly. Plus all the Danganronpas. And, oh god. Where's the foot? Wait a minute. Zero times 11 ordinary games, and what was the third one? It's the stupid name. Virtue's Last Reward. Where's the... Is that in here? Ah, okay, that is another one. Anyway, back to Hearts of Iron. TNO should be right up my alley, considering I play a lot of visual novels. Oh, are we... Wait a minute, are we justifying? Ah, yep, Cure, right. I can tell by your profile picture that you play TNO. What? Umineko, is that horse... Is that something with horses? Umineko When They Cry. Never heard about it. Japanese doujin soft visual novel series produced by 7th Expansion. Group of 18 people on a secluded island for a period of 2 days and mysterious murders that befall them. Okay. I guess I can check it out later. Sounds slightly similar to Danganronpa, because people die. Foreign subversive activities is, I think, everything that you spend PP on in this menu. Like, it's improved relations. Actually, no. Foreign... I do know it applies to justification time, but I actually don't know what it all encompasses. It used to be all the stuff that you also get with the basic, you know, like the... I think it makes intel agencies cheaper as well. The stuff that you have to spend on there. There we go, Colombia's falling again. Oh no! We are being raided. Another nuke? Another nuke. A thermal nuke even. Ugh. Well. If they get Kanto, then they get Kanto. 4.3% chance. I'm gonna let the British take this. Foreign submissive activities. Think that's something different. Yep, I was wondering why my naval bombers aren't doing anything. The Soviets moved 2,000 planes in there after my bombers were there for 5 years. Thank you, Stalin. Very cool. And he now... I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill Stalin. There goes Mexico. Oh, I'm so looking forward to taking out Canada. And losing half of America in the process. Fuck it, I'm gonna dump 10 divisions there. Just so they don't do something stupid and I have to retake all of Central and South America. I mean, it's fun to do that, definitely, but don't have to provoke it. Taking out Canada is nice if you have co-op governments on them. Otherwise, I would rather not. Right, I'm gonna send my 2 women to Britain. And my Bhutanese black man can stay on quiet until network. Favorite... Oh, welcome back, Fix. Favorite minor nation? Bhutan. I wouldn't really consider Poland a minor. You know, they're a medium nation, but Poland is the second... Like, if we're not talking majors, Poland is my favorite one there. Yugo is fun as well with their gut yourself. Oh, that's not even Yugo. With their communist tree. Other than that, Estonia, I guess. Estonia, like that's a proper minor. Just because with the... Yes, they all have the same tree, all the Baltics, but Estonia with the communist tree, just getting Belarus is so hilarious because there's no connection, no land connection for a long while. Will you play with like sheep AI mod or something when you get to the majors in the challenge to end all challenges? I mean, I guess we could. With Germany, I wanted to do something like tank only or something. Haha, it's a tank only world conquest, but I guess we can also potentially play sheep smart. I don't know how well this performs late game, so that's one thing I guess I need to check a little bit. But for the majors, I do want to make it a little bit more interesting. Because who the fuck is gonna watch a Soviet Union world conquest in 2026? Yep, with the Baltic trees. Damn it. Because they're occupied. If they go communist, they can cause a revolt in Belarus. And the cool thing is, if you wait with this, you also get the Polish Belarusian tiles. So you do get quite a bit of industry, and Stalin can't really do anything about it. Like, he can contest you, because it's similar to the Spanish Civil War where you spend PP on tiles. But other than that, once the Civil War kicks off, he doesn't help them, and you just annex the stuff. And he's like, okay, cool. Yeah, thank you. Armored car only World Conquest. Uh-huh. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do this. 100%. Or my name is not Meyer. Bro, this is... It's so cool. This is the 5th front I'm drawing for Norway. For a single invasion of Norway. Of going in a straight line. Land cruiser only World Conquest. Just land cruisers, or does every division have to have a land cruiser? Because technically land cruiser only doesn't work. It's a support battalion. There we go. Just want one arrow here. So, Soviets, are you ever ready for a naval invasion of the British Isles? And how are you looking in terms of fuel? Apparently still has fuel. How? Okay, importing 114, out of which 152 is from the US and 53 is from Canada. British maps, let's go! I guess that's how you lose this war. By not knowing that 9 plus 12 is 21. I missed that you can't just subjugate Hungary and Romania as Germany, but I mean the rest of their tree makes up for it. Can only use motorized, mechanized. Just build infantry then. The land cruiser isn't gonna be fast enough. 112 million. Oh, Malaya has freed itself a little bit again. There you go, wow. We have the Kiwi Empire now. The AI flipped. And Stalin found 9 million men somewhere. Excuse me? He just conjured up 9.5 million after being stuck at 0 for 15 years. I guess all the Congolese manpower, the Nigerian manpower. Actually, that's kind of insane. Bhutan could never. Never in my life. Ew! World Conquest will have division cap based on your factories. I'm just gonna play Switzerland then. Never take a single port or a single sea tile. Because I cannot afford this. Come on, let me drag. Okay, doesn't matter. I guess maybe he... Nah, but it's still not 9 million. For a second I thought maybe he demoted all of his puppets and then got their manpower. You know, instead of having his own manpower in his divisions, but he only had 5 million in divisions anyway. Happened to me as well with Germany when I was going Crusader Kings 1 achievement in South Africa. They had 0 manpower on scraping the barrel, and the next month they somehow had 3 million out of nowhere. Yes, sometimes it makes sense. Oh, sometimes... It makes sense that they get a couple of million, but... Like, this was just a bit surprising. Like, almost 10 million. And he's still asking for my manpower. Yes, you're slowly running out of oil. Or oil to import. Stalin has been on scraping for 20 years. I think you're also first top gifter. I think Asmali only gave one gift sub to Orochi at some point. So technically you are also first and second gifter. Yes, he's running out of fuel. Don't even need submarines. If you just take them out directly. You might need to find a woman who has a son and teach him to play Hoi 4 so he can continue the challenge. Yeah. I'm just gonna teach an AI to play Hearts of Iron 4. And then the AI can continue it once I die. Or the AI will just kill himself. After playing 5 hours of Hoi 4. Okay, bros. Come on, aggressive battle plan, let's go. Do I think Romania should get focus tree update? Should, yes. Do I want that they get one? No. Because their focus tree is so different from nowadays. Like, their political tree, their expansion tree. You can get hungry after 140 days. Yes, you need the manpower, but there is nothing blocking you from doing Align Hungary, Puppet Bulgaria, and Split Czechoslovakia, apart from the 70 days focuses. And then having manpower, which is, you know, your proper problem with Romania, but it's like, it's so nice. Like, there's no bullshit with Romania. You don't have to please Antonescu. You just play Romania. You don't have to suck anyone off. Or manage 5 factions. The AI would consume all of the electricity on this planet just to play Hoi 4. I guess that's what VK2A. We still only have 22% war participation. We took out all, I guess half of South America, all of Central America, the US, Canada. We freed all of Europe, India, Indochina, Africa, and the Soviets held for 20 years. Wow. Well, he also took out, like, planes. That is his big thing. His big contribution. Which I will actually give to him. He is the only Air Force on the planet right now, apart from us. Come on, boys. Brother, I have 75% collaboration on the US. Didn't finish Luxembourg yet, but I'm too lazy to defend against Germany, and stealing France is useless. Yeah, like, IMO Luxembourg isn't that fun. I know it's memey and all, but personally didn't enjoy Luxembourg that much. Come on! America, please. Kuwait has a dockyard. So they're very strong. Come on. If only I had bicycle mountaineers, man. That would be so based. Mesopotamia? What? Kuwait can do that? That's like ancient Greece. That's cool though. I guess I have something to look forward to for Kuwait. Oh yeah, it's a thing in front of Greece. In Anatolia. I want to say it's... I think Mesopotamia is like here? Fix? No. This is therapy. At some point I will be mentally stable after playing enough 4. Yep, Kuwait is a puppet of the United Kingdom. Starting with nothing. And this guy. Ahmad al-Jaber al-Sabah. An integrated puppet even, oh god.